tricky for NYXL to break through, but look, they're transitioning to the point. They've actually captured that. Meko just takes a breather, but he gets pinned. Miro's got no time for those shenanigans. And now Seoul should be able to retake control here. Sabiobi drops onto the point as Widowmaker, so he's only there just to die on the point and stall a bit. That's all that New York are attempting to do now. And it might be time for them to back out. No, Ark wants to stay up in the sky. Zumba wants to chase him though. Ark's looking very, very low. Chase on a Libero now, Micro Rockets. There's an Orisa shield in the way. Libero's barrage found Toby.
Yeah, what do they really have to do with Libero? It's really just Zumba going at him time after time. He does take out Ark, so that's going to be Libero's healing. Going out, it'll be Seoul Dynasty who flips the point.
But look at this aggression coming in. So you can see the Flutter and Miro are pushed back by the boost in by Meko, who's still very healthy. Miro low, needs to keep his shield up to protect his team, but now the Transcendence in play. It might be a little bit hard for Seoul to get the damage to stick. Good pin on Meko, maybe not the target he was looking for. I think he was looking for the Transcending Jonak, and Miro's down.
Yeah, New York has actually flipped the point because Sabiobi goes all the way on the flank.
Oh, you're coming with me!
Recall, oh!
Big recall, Sabiobi.
It's just Toby and Miro on the point here for Seoul. It's going to be Mono pushing out Fleta.
Oh, Jonak, he's looking dangerous. Discord Orb applied to Fleta. Unfortunately, it was applied after. Oh! Do you really think you can hide like that? It was Libero there to get that final pick, but Jonak was definitely involved.
And they got a raise on to Meko, so you get their second tank back up here for New York. It's going to be 99% and counting. Munchkin on the point. Try and extend it.
Time for Seoul to make their move, but Jonak's going to be there with the Transcendence. Notice that he steps forward towards his team to make sure that he's in position to give the most healing possible. Now, they did lose Mano in the process. Zumba was desuited, though, and that's it. Sabiobi now in a position to start to run around. Sabiobi is going to combine here, and now he's got the Transcendence. The healing, more than he needs, and the Pulse Bomb very just crazily thrown, doesn't connect.
Yeah, they use the Transcendence also help Ark stay alive as he brings Mono back in. You get that main tank back in. Miro does go Primal Rage here as Seoul still holding on. Meko using a self-destruct, just trying to get a new mech back.
That's it! Wasn't a chance for Miro to return to the point there. I can see they're just controlling the space so well, and Munchkin, wherever he goes, Sabiobi just seems to be there every single time. He can't get a look in, he can't get to the back line. Sabiobi spent enough time farming up his Pulse Bomb on tanks, and now it's time to stick it! Oh, there it is, J-Hong! He's done! And Sabiobi has more work to do. The body field drop by Fleta is going to make him harder to kill, but he's being focused down by much of NYXL. However, Zumba fighting Libero is going to force Sabiobi back out of the action. They lost Meko, and Jonak tried to escape, doesn't get away.
We'll see if they go back to it.
Sabiobi dives in here with Mano, both together. Sound Barrier using it by Seoul Dynasty. There's been a lot of those for Toby, but it won't save Miro. He's down. Sabiobi recalling on the point. He noticed Munchkin has just done the same thing. He knows his enemy Tracer is missing his recall for about 6 seconds as well. And now back to the more defensive approach. The problem is that NYXL need to capture the point. They must push forward. They must be the instigators here in this combat.
And Seoul is doing a fantastic job just staying on the point. Why? Because now you have Miro coming back off a spawn, has that Primal Rage, and he's going to jump right into Libero's face. That Tac Visor does take Jaehong and Fleta out, but it was Seoul Dynasty who picked up 2 kills of their own.
That's it, Libero with a D-suit there to match the other two, and it was very close. Miro almost separated Libero from the Transcendence of Jonak there, and it would have been impossible for him to survive, even with the Tactical Visor. The turnaround coming late in the fight again, though. Toby hangs on, the stall's been good. Overtime is there, but New York are able to set up. Importantly, Jaehong has himself the Transcendence. And that's going to be so important because Jonak is without his. I want to say that. It's not him punishing bad positioning. It's just him creating an opportunity when there otherwise wouldn't be one because he is so talented on Zenyatta. So Seoul just block themselves on the point. They say they're daring New York to come to them because they know they have the Transcendence advantage when they use it. Arc down to a Pulse Bomb and Fleta's there. Tactical Visor is an option, but he wants to try and back away from Meko and get as much out of it as he can. But Meko knows he needs to hunt the 76. He's desuited. Now self-destruct at least to force some positioning out of Fleta, but Meko won't get back in. Fleta takes him down. He sticks to his target, takes responsibility for removing the Diva from the game, and now Seoul are in that overtime, sat on the point. A desperate attempt from Mano to keep it alive, but it's going to be hard. He's 1v6, and he's one less now. Sabiobi finished off. It's going to be an attempt for Libero to try and run towards the point, but it's a very long trip to get there. Even Usain Bolt have trouble. Now we have ourselves an even map here on Nepal. And this is a dangerous map for Farah because if Libero wants to interact with the point itself, he needs to put himself in harm's way. He needs to get a little bit too close to the ground than Farah's would generally like. Notice that Libero's trying to circumvent the point now. Go around it and get some shots into close quarters.
And that's not a great spot for Seoul Dynasty to get into, right? Because you can just spam the choke as they come out as see Munchkin gets behind Libero.
Too close!
And that's what the dangerous part about playing Farah is. You know, you have to get down towards your teammates close to the point. You end up taking out.
An easy target Libero was, and now the cleanup is just a matter of formality. Sabiobi sprints off into the distance.
And look, when he switches off of Farah and goes over to
Oh, no!
you see Single B, he'll get taken out as he's all the way behind enemy lines. Now Libero switches over to Genji, so you're not able to finish him off. So
New York are split into their supports and the rest of their team, right? Oh, Jonak and Ark are on that high ground here trying to work their way in. Flutter doesn't seem to be aware of that just yet. Self-destruct, play with a tactical visor. Knowing that for a moment the Diva was missing, Meko's down, that would have been his chance! With Meko missing, the tactical visor would have been so much nastier, but Libero was there for the cleanup and he's approaching the Dragon Blade that he's been waiting for. He's very low though, he's forced to scamper up to safety with the use of the wall climb and Jayhon coming back into the point. But his Transcendence has been used already. The Sao Maria worked out for the New York Excelsior to keep them topped up through all the damage they were facing. A lot of scrutiny for Libero here. He gets the D-suit but knows he needs to escape. Much confound, a very low health Genji and cleaned him up. The pulse bomb from Sabiobi was good on Fleta as he just returned to the fray. But it's not enough to keep NYXL contesting this point. They have to go now, Matt.
yeah, you have both supports here for Seoul Dynasty. You also have Miro as well. As the overtime clicking now, it'll be Single B who gets back and gets a touch, but Bunched and Co. looks like they may be poised to take this map.
Ark is so low, Sabiobi wants to try and get there desperately. He does, somehow they keep this going, but Munster's got a pulse bomb. It could be the fight end of the checkmate, the coup de grace, and there it is! 1-1 in this series. Seoul Dynasty continue the trend of being rather strong on these control maps. Even Stevens at the halftime break, mate.